Welcome to this quick video on using the practice function in Microsoft Forms. So this is really useful if you use Microsoft Forms to create quizzes, to check your learners' knowledge, check your team's knowledge for anything that you might be going through, anything that you might be learning, either during the learning process or at the end. So previously, what you're able to do is I've got a quiz in front of me here. I've got just 2 questions and I haven't got it turned on at the moment. I haven't got practice mode. So I'm just going to show you and remind you what it behaves like when you go through this normally. So when I click preview, I'm going to get both of the questions appearing. I'm going to select any answer for those and I'm going to click on submit. I then get some confirmation on what I've got right or wrong. I've got 1 out of 2 points, and I can view the results or submit another response. And when I view the results, I can go through and I can see what I got wrong. And this is really useful if you're doing that final knowledge check. You want a score on the quiz, especially if you're going to transfer that over to some reporting, a learning management system or something. This is like a final piece. But some learners have never used Excel to do quizzes. It might be quite scary and they might just be learning the details. So you might want to do it slightly different. So if I go back and I go into the top right hand corner with the 3 dots and I go into settings, you'll see the top option there is practice mode. So I'm going to turn that on. Come out of there and let's do another preview and we'll just see what the differences are now that I've turned practice mode on for a user who's going to be completing your quiz. So you can see now if I scroll down, there's only 1 question there. The other one is not there. So each question is handled individually, which is really useful. And I'm going to select an answer and click on submit. And it's giving me a bit of feedback telling me I'm not quite sure. I do have the correct answer button on the right, so if I just want to know what the correct answer is, I can go there. But if I want to try again, then I can try again and submit. Still not right, so I'm going to try again for the 3rd time and submit, and I've got a confirmation there. So I'm going to click on next, and then my next question appears. So let's just select an option for timescales, and I get an excellent, and I press complete the practice, and that's gone through. You can always recap the questions just like you did before, but what this really did is it gave me as the user the ability to just go through and have a second go. And like I said, this may be quite useful if you want to just do a midway check to check how someone's doing with their knowledge, with information that you're sharing with them, with maybe processes that you're sharing within the team, or you just want to give people a bit more comfortable way of working and just give them the chance to give it another go. I think this is quite useful. It does still score it. You can see my responses have gone to 3. I had 1 already there when I started this video. I added a response when I went through the quiz in the normal way, and then the one I've just done has also entered as well. So I can now see that information, and practice does also go into your results. So it's really useful to know that information. And you can do everything else that you would normally do with a quiz. So something that might work for you, something you might want to have a try, have a play around with, especially if you're sharing quizzes at different parts along the learning process. And also you've got people that maybe haven't done quizzes on Microsoft Forms anymore. It might just give them a bit of practice, get them comfortable with the process, and then just remember you can wipe any responses. So you can go back to 0 and then change it, take that practice mode off, and then really capture those final scores. So definitely one to have a play around with. I'm going to be playing around with this to see if this works well for me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know what videos you'd like me to record next.